Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video, and today this one's a bit of a techie game, but hey, what can I say, I really wanted to feature it at some point. So what are we doing today? Today we are playing Quake II, but not just any version, the RTX version with all the fancy lighting effects, as you can see by, well, just how pretty some of this actually looks. So why this? Well, one, because turns out Quake II actually really kind of fun. Even all these years later, somehow just that fresh lick of paint of some lighting effects somehow makes it very, very fun to play. And also because you have no idea how hard it is to actually run this game on anything. So that begs the question, what are we running on? Because this looks fairly smooth. Yeah, it's at only 30 FPS or so. But I've got a hint for you. We are not running it on an RTX card. No. So, put your guesses in the comments and I will put your guesses in the comments and I'll go ahead and put towards what this card actually is at the end of the video. So, what's new? What's happening? Well, for one, not a whole lot. Oh, I knew I was going to say something for a moment, but then my mind completely went blank. Oh well. Oh yes. So, hey, do you guys remember, games like Ratchet and Clank, which were absolutely epic growing up and all that, on your PS2? Well, I'm tempted to. I'm not going to say for sure yet, but I'm half tempted to potentially at some point doing, a video on PS2 emulation, playing old games. Really like this, and if I do, I'll be giving a huge shout out to who actually gave me the idea in the first place, because obviously I don't want to be just claimed straight up for copying. But yeah, that could actually be really fun. So if I do, I'll let you guys know. And that's a potential for a thing that we could potentially have on the channel. Also, if you do want to go ahead and see that, leave a comment on what you'd like to see. Also, ignore the fact of me just shooting stuff randomly to go ahead and show the fancy lighting effects, because I really do love how this game looks. The way everything shines, from metal to glass to, well, every time you go ahead and fire one of those laser bolts and it has a trailing light effects that go ahead and filter through. I just love it, Like, don't get me wrong, I know this game is an absolute nightmare to run, and, even running at HD, let alone 4K like I'm used to. Oh boy. But yes, PS2 emulation. Turns out there's quite a few out there. I think the one that I'm looking at using, if you give me a couple of minutes, what's it called? PCS X2. That's the one that I'm probably going to end up using because it's pretty damn cool. Also, in other news, the Dell. It's actually looking pretty healthy. Yes. And by that I mean it's actually playing games properly now. Like, to the point of whenever I'm editing a video and waiting for it to go ahead and render so I can do whatever with the rest of it, I actually find myself using my Dell more often, so because it's just so weird, using such an old system to play games half decently. Because the graphics card that I put into it, it's not a bad one. It's definitely not a great graphics card, but it's pretty damn decent as a budget card, or at the very least decent for that PC, because even still, the GPU is not a bottleneck, it's a CPU. So, hey, there's no point getting a better graphics card for it. But as a result, you can actually play games pretty damn well. It's like, you're playing a lot of Sins of a Silver Empire with the Sins of the Prophets mod, which is a little conversion mod that turns this into, well, essentially Halo as a space RTS. I freaking love it, and I'm likely to be featuring it on the channel very, very soon. But it's fun. I love it. The fact that it actually plays like at all, and at the very least early game it plays pretty well. Late game not so much, because we're still running it on like a 15-year-old system. But details. Who's heard of them? But it does it's fun. It really is. But anyway, back to the game. So what are we doing? Right now we're trying to make our way through sort of sewer system to try and get around a door. But I actually have got very little idea on what Quake 2 is about. I know it's essentially that, hey, you guys are dropping in to attack weird aliens. Don't know what the reason is for attacking the weird aliens, but I know that there's weird aliens and they're pretty bad. What I do know is it's fast paced, it's fun, it's just like the original Quake, which is also pretty damn fun, and I hope that there's some sort of remake or emulation done soon, because that'd be fun to play. But you know, it's fun, it's fast, it's an old style again, you know. Lies, what are those? And you've got a big health pool, you've got a big stack of ammunition, and apparently everything is belt fed, because who's heard of reloading, right? Not to mention power ups and that. It's like Doom 2016, just a lot older. It should be kind of fun to play Doom on this channel. Not like Doom 2016, I mean Doom. OG. Although I have got a few ideas for videos that might involve that at some point. But anyway. Right. Yeah, excuse me, dawdling in the water. You never know when there's actually something that you can go ahead and collect in there. If there's one thing that I've come to accept of Quake, it's that there are secrets everywhere. And secrets are very good. It can be anything from a power-up to extra ammunition to a new gun. Okay, so we're now down lower in the sewers, fumbling about in the dark, waiting to run into more enemies, checking those corners as if it's Modern Warfare all over again. Okay, things are looking fine. We are safe for now. Yeah. Okay. Right, so we're going to go ahead and push on through here, shoot anything that moves, anything that doesn't move will blow up. And I've just got a flashback to something from years ago. Oh well. So, what else is happening to you guys? Hey, also shout out to anybody that's in the UK. Hope that you're all doing well after Storm Dennis, because, yeah, we got pretty lucky. Where I am, it's nicely on the coast in Wales, so you know it's nice. It's not too bad weather-wise. Well, it beats being somewhere in the middle of the UK where you've got ridiculous flooding. So I got off pretty lightly. Anyone else that is living in the UK, shout out to you. Hope you guys are all doing all right. Okay, so whatever that dog-looking thing was, I really don't like it. They're creepy. The weird tongue sticky out things, just no. Big nope. Do not like. Really do not like. Oh, by hell, where do you come from? I love this shotgun. I love the design of all the weapons in this game, because yeah, they're very dated designs and that lot. But by the same rule, they just sort of look damn cool. Yeah, with the new lighting effects and the textures being either redone or touched up to work better with all the new fancy effects, like making the metal look like scratched up metal. That's a flare gun. What? Why did I pull that out? Ah, shotgun. Okay. But like the way the shotgun looks with the green lighting that glows in the dark properly and does lighting effects as it should. The scratched up metal, I love it. It looks brilliant. It always makes you forget that this game is... When did Quake 2 come out, actually? I'm curious. I know it's an old game. I even own the original Quake 2 because of this, because I want to play it all the way through. Let's see. Quake 2. My god, this game is older than I am. Jesus, 23 years old. 23 years. And yet somehow it still looks freaking amazing. What game would you guys love to see in a full RTX version? I know a couple I'd go for. Like, say if I here played like the original Halo PC port, You know, the one where it's a little bit buggy, but it's still Halo. It's Halo for PC. I loved that port so damn much. Oh hell no! What the? Get out of here! But no, the original Halo PC port is just so insane. You know, fast paced. It's sort of like Doom, but more Halo. It's like Doom at a console's pace, if I was going to put it in any real way. It's fun, it's brilliant. Seriously, if you guys have a PC at all, I recommend just picking up a copy of Halo and trying it out, or at very least Halo Custom Edition, because that's pretty easy to get a hold of for free. And give it a shout, you know, give it a try out. But could you imagine, you know, playing the original Halo, but with RTX like this? Could you imagine how badass that would look, you know, when you're fighting through the Pillar of Odin? You know, you've got plasma weapons everywhere, which are shooting off ridiculously good-looking lighting effects. It would be brilliant. Oh, God, I hope they do a Halo RTX. That would be pretty. Anyway, a bit later on, we're now in the bunker. Gotta go ahead and destroy some sort of enemy train or something that's going to be delivering supplies. Right now I'm just focusing on not dying, because as you can see I've got myself into a bit of a spot. What can I say? I see a big red button. Big red buttons need to be pressed. Okay, got some health over here. A bit more health. Be nice to have a bit more ammunition, but what can you do? Oh bloody hell! Yeah, look at the way the lighting plays on the walls and that lot when you fire. It's just brilliant. Okay, so this is obviously a lift of some kind. How do I turn it on? Ah! Da, fiend! Let me guess. Aha! Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, bugger. Just casually getting crushed by a lift. Do I have a game I'd love, actually? Quite similar to this. Have you guys ever played Red Faction 2? You know, OG Red Faction 2. If you have, you know what I mean by how ridiculously fun the bloody multiplayer on that game is with the bots. Could you imagine, just for one moment, RF2, but with RTX? Could you imagine how insane that would get? You know, all the rockets flying all over the place. You know, the cool lighting effects, especially in like the campaign, because they were pretty damn nice. That would be fun. That would actually be really fun. I do like RTX. Ray tracing is just, it's cool. I really do like ray tracing. It's a shame it's so bloody difficult to run though, because even this, and this isn't running on a cheap card, you know, but it's still running on a card that it's definitely giving a run for its money. You know, 30 FPS, and it's struggling. Like, don't get me wrong, it's kind of understandable. Real-time ray tracing is a ridiculously hard to do thing, and if any of you have ever worked in any sort of industry at all that requires trying to render ray tracing, you've tried to do it at home, you probably already understand just how ridiculously difficult it is. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the original Toy Story that was done with real-time ray tracing, and that took something like between hours and days to render a single frame, let alone the movie. Sort of see why this stuff for me is just really incredible that, you know, about 20 years later after it got released, we actually have the ability to run ray tracing in real time to play games that look as good as this. It's crazy. It's like, has anybody seen the original, I'm trying to think, what was it? Was it the Juggler, or was it? Whatever it was. The original Amiga, yeah, from the 1980s. Somebody at one point managed to run a program that rendered a fully ray traced scene on it. Now, don't get us wrong, that scene must have been ridiculously hard to, you know, must have took him hours of pre-rendering to actually get it. But despite that, oh buddy, where did he come from? Yeah, despite that, he managed to go ahead and render ray tracing on an Amiga. You know, to think that going from having to pre-render such a simple scene of just like a couple of bouncing balls of mirrors and, you know, and that to making films to this, you know, actually making a fully 3D ray traced game. Like, granted, this game is now 23 years old, but the fact that it can actually be ray traced at all, it's insane. And yeah, it does have a couple of bits that don't fit too well. It's like when you got all the NPCs, they look a little bit flat compared to the rest of it, but that's probably kind of understandable. They should be looking flat, you know? We're doing realistic lighting, not whatever looks the prettiest. Shiny does not mean real. In fact, shiny often looks very, very terrible. Looking at you, pretty much every game for the past 10 years that wants to go ahead and make everything shiny just to make it look new. But, you know, stuff like this where you've got really, really good lighting. Flat textures where they need to be, but still reflecting lighting as they should. You know, like you've got the red glow that goes onto the floor, but, you know, it's very soft texture, I guess you could call it, yet it's rendered realistically. It looks as it really should. And that's what I love about it. Trespasser. What was that? I was I'm probably going to not realise that he's right above me. But, you know, stuff like this, it looks incredible, because, yeah, it's a bit old, but... oh, bugger, I've run out of time. Okay, so I'm going to extend this a bit more, because I didn't realise I was running out of time. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Any thoughts or questions, leave them in the form of a comment below. This has been the 117 Con, signing off. Have a great day, folks. And for those of you that were wondering, the card was GTX 1080. Pat on the back if you did that. Anyway, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you next time. Until then, ta-ra!